Hi guys, today's going to be a video based around the SP topic. I know this is something people do need continuous support with and have a lot of questions, especially surrounding 3D circumstances. So we're going to touch on that today and help you guys figure out and understand how to create contact, how to manifest the contact you want from your SP, specifically based on what could be going wrong. What might you be missing, or maybe you should be adding into your manifesting routine. I'm going to get into all of that today, so stay tuned. Quick announcement, as I always provide, you can work with me. Everything I'll pop on screen, so pause the video, take a quick look. It's only a couple of snippets for a few seconds to give you guys an overview. Everything starts from as little as £2.99 a month, going up to £200, but that is currently on discount. Normally I charge £200 for my more extensive, longer coaching packages that involve a lot more messages and one-to-one feedback, but right now those are on 20% discount. Everything will be linked on screen, not linked on screen, linked in the description box, but posted here as well. So do take a look if you are interested, just out of curiosity even. And of course you can see all my coaching reviews on my Instagram and a snippet of them on my website now as well. Let's get into this video. The first reason you're not seeing what you want, you're not getting the contact and communication, is that you are focused on those 3D circumstances. So what's going on around you, what you're seeing from your SP, from other people, maybe a lack thereof, in terms of, you know, your SP directly messaging you, or just not quite hearing or seeing what it is that you want. You're so focused on those that you're not allowing the new story to be physically fully created. It already exists. It's already yours, it's already within your reach, and you're already creating it, but it hasn't fully come to fruition in your experience because you're not allowing it to. You're still too focused on those 3D circumstances. That is usually the main cause when people ask why, you know, has this not happened, that not happened. The case is usually that you haven't focused your mindset enough on the version you do want. You're feeding into and being affected and spiraling because of something negative you saw in your 3D. It may also tie into the fact that you don't let go of the old communication, the past issues. Maybe you've had arguments, maybe you've been ghosted by your SP, maybe, you know, things just haven't gone to plan in the past, it's been very rocky, or even just like a bad start maybe. You know, there's lots of different examples, so I'm trying to show you guys it's not one example, like it's very specific and there can be different triggers for everyone, but basically something happened with your past communication, potentially, you know, that led to you not being able to let go of it. It's still in the back of your mind, you're still holding on to it mentally, you're reminded of it, your logical mind uses that as an excuse for why you're not going to get what you want, or oh, it's so difficult, but he said this, she did that. If you're not letting go of past issues, past communication differences, then yes, that is going to potentially keep coming up as an issue. If likewise you keep checking for movement, you're looking to the 3D for reassurance, for validation, and you're checking to see what movements happened, you know, what's developed, what's changed, has SP posted this, have they done that, has the third party gone, are they broken up, you know, these kind of things. If you're trying to check for movement and changes, you're still thinking from the lack. If you were in a relationship, you wouldn't constantly check, am I blocked on Instagram by my boyfriend? Has my girlfriend deleted my number? Like, you're not going to even worry about things like that. You're not going to think about a third party. You need to start building up that type of mindset and then applying a mental diet if your mind falters. So it's all about persisting in creating that new belief. Chances are you aren't persisting in creating that new belief. You aren't focused on the new version of, they're constantly reaching out, they're pursuing me, they're so into me, they love me, you know, whatever it is that you want as an end result. You're not persisting in creating that new belief. You're being very hot and cold with your thoughts and going back and forth between, oh, these are the circumstances, and then, no, they love me, oh, but this happened, that happened. So if you go back and forth, that's what your 3D reality has to reflect. You need to also keep in mind that it takes time for the 3D reality and your mindset and your specific person to conform. If there is a negative old story, it's up to you to put in the work with your mindset, focus on it, start creating that, and persist in that. You need to focus on the new version. So understanding that it can take a couple of weeks, Potentially, if you're really struggling mentally and you're not able to focus, or the old circumstances were so emotionally draining that it was going to take you time to kind of rebuild that positive mindset, it could take months. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong or you failed. You just need to be patient, and the more you persist and stay consistent, the better and more effective and more efficient all your movement and results are going to be. Likewise, if you are worried about logic, if you are worrying about the circumstances and what's coming up logically and the doubt in your mind, and you feed into it and you spiral down that rabbit hole, then yeah, you're also kind of stagnating and creating a hurdle for your movement. So going back to also Neville Goddard's advice, generally what he says is you have to imagine it being real. Imagine it in your mind as if it's real. Experience it mentally. That's kind of the basis of what Neville Goddard essentially says. And that's all you have to do. You just have to mentally persist, mentally focus on either seeing that notification come in, focusing on your SP being super into you, focused only on you, you're the only person they want, they're constantly reaching out, you're constantly going on dates, anything along those lines, that's how you're going to create the communication. So you need to be focusing on that and mentally, no matter the emotions, no matter the circumstances, mentally experiencing it as if it's actually here right now. It may also be that you're still stuck on this negative mindset of not seeing the possibility of contact coming in, of the communication increasing and being exactly what you want. You need to tell yourself and try to accept this idea that you can have everything you want, you can have anyone you want. You're an amazing manifester. It's going to work for you because there's no such thing as manifestation not working for someone, and you just need to persist mentally. You just need to keep thinking over and over, we're together, they love me, they're constantly messaging me, that kind of thing. You need to accept the possibility that you can and will have this communication. There's no such thing as an impossible circumstance. Likewise, if you are seeing them on social media, if you're in contact there, or at least you're able to see and you check on their posts or whatever the case may be, you want to be aware of that. That can be very triggering and then cause a delay. So you want to just be careful with that. Not let it trigger you, try and stay focused, and maybe distance yourself from their social media if it triggers you, but be aware of that, be able to apply a mental diet, and recognize that you might be creating negative assumptions by what you see. So don't feed into that, be aware of your thoughts, and don't analyze the 3D reality. That's the key thing. Don't try and say, oh, I'm going to assume this, or this is a fact because they said this, or their friend did that, this was their social media post. It doesn't matter. There's no objective reality. You create the assumptions, especially when it's someone separate from you. I mean, like separate physically, like another human being, another person going about their own life. Do not create assumptions for exactly what they think or feel. Not only do you not objectively know it, but you can create what you want. Keep telling yourself, they love me, they're posting this because they want me to see it, they're reaching out to me right now, they prioritize me. Just tell yourself those kind of assumptions, and eventually it will become a lot more easy and a lot more believable. So basically, persist mentally, stay focused on what it is you want, keep imagining and mentally imagining and embodying them reaching out to you. You have the contact, they're pursuing you. Don't feed into or analyze the logical doubt. I hope this was a useful video and gave you guys some clarity. If it did, then please do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.